Hello everyone, it's Mubarik Khan. As you guys know that I make content related to language. Today I am back with another exciting video, and in this video you will learn, actually it's a wish of thousands and maybe millions of people to become public speaker. No matters your MPhil linguistics, no matters your metric, no matters your PhD or something. It is not that you learn through your qualification. It is your inner knowledge. It is your inner kind of confidence which help you to come in front of the audience and you speak. So what are the key elements involved into that? How can you become the best public speaker? What are the things you need to avoid? What are the things you need to add? And if you're not a public speaker, then what are the things which will make you the public speaker? We'll talk about that in detail. So bear with me for next couple of minutes. And if there is any question, anything to ask directly, you can ask me. You can comment in the link down here or in the comment section too. So without wasting any further time, I need to go into the content. And don't worry, it won't be a traditional one in which you just keep listening and listening and listening. Wherever you feel like you're getting bored or something, feel free to pause yourself. And if your situation is just like the one who's onto the days or Rostam out there, so this video is particularly for you. So watch till the end and give your comment in the end. All right, so from here, to become someone who is an impressive speaker or a good public speaker, there is not a very long way, just a matter of 20-30 minutes and practice. So let's see how exactly can you now go further. So my first question from you is, what do you struggle with the most? There can be a few things you can struggle with. Can be, delivery of the speech. It can be a fear. It can be, content development. It can be lack of honest feedback. It can be anxiety. Definitely people do have it as well. Or if it can be forgetting stuff, that you may forget the things. So you need to, write down. Every particular kind of problem has a particular kind of, remedy for that. So I'll be making more content based upon the particular problem you have. But overall, if you are struggling with 2 or 3 of these, or maybe one of these, then how exactly can you overcome? Let's go into that. And let's see how exactly can we help each other. So focus on 1 or 2 main issues. Are they emotion based or skill based? You see that it can be emotion based. For example, if you have fear, it is your emotion. If you have, for example, anxiety, it's part of your emotion. If it is about delivery, then it's part of your emotion. On the other hand, if I talk about skills based, maybe forgetting the things, that's part of the problem. Like you're lacking the skill over there. Or maybe lack of honest feedback. People don't give you honest feedback. That is part of the skill as well. So let's go into this. You need to share that with me, and then inshallah, you will find this video more helpful to you. So let me just come more closer to you so that you could see it well. Right. So number 1, identify the outcome you seek. You have to identify that why are you speaking? Is there some specific reason behind speaking that, or you're just speaking for nothing? You're just wasting your time or wasting the times of others as well. Are you having a conversation with others, or you're trying to make some change in them? Are you playing with them? Are you playing with the left hemisphere of their brain, or with the left or the right hemisphere of their brain? There are a few things. So that's what I'm going to talk about. So first of all, you should know that what is the outcome. You should be clear about it. Are you coping with anxiety and fear? And you feel like that if I'll be, in front of the audience, what people will say, or you are fearful of being rejected, that people will reject me, people will give me negative feedback. So what? What difference will it make that people will say positive or negative thing, as far as you're comfortable with your message you're delivering? But still, how to ignore these things, rather how to become that efficient that people don't give up negative feedback, rather, praise you. And praises are always, positive in your personality. So are you focused on a negative outcome, that if I will be speaking, my friends will laugh at me, people will laugh at me, people will make, nowadays, like it's so common, they make memes. So don't worry about these things. If, all the best speakers were the worst speakers once when they started. So what's wrong in that? I'm not trying to motivate you in this, rather my tone may seem like that, but there is a, plethora of content I need to show, which after going through that, you will come to know really that, okay, that's what I wanted. This is what I was missing. So learn the skill and practice them. So what are the skills? Know your audience first of all, that who is your audience? Are they common people? Are they your employees? Are they your students? Are they masses? Who are they? So you should know your audience and their need, that why are they listening to you? Are they there because they know that there will be lunch after that? Or are they there because they want to learn from you something and they're really serious about that? If your audience is not serious, if your audience is not taking you seriously, then what will you do? So welcome to Nobody Cares, population 6 billion. No matter whatsoever persons are there, how many people are there is no problem in that. And you should feel that you don't care about that. It doesn't mean that you are not taking your audience seriously. It means that you are not taking the rowdy people seriously. You're ignoring them somewhere in order to keep going, and you're not taking every bit of it seriously. You cannot satisfy everyone. They have different backgrounds, they have different mindset, they have different criteria of judging people. So you cannot be best fit into all the criterias. Okay, so this is a technique, by the way. What's in, like what you know, what's it, that is it helpful to the people, what is it for? Is it for some specific audience, or you are just saying it to someone who's not interested into that? Or what's me? You should know your capabilities as well. Then you see you will be a best presenter in that way, or a good speaker. So what's there? If there is only pain, then it can be healed. It can be figured out. It's okay. So how can you help yourself? How can how can your pain be cured? How can you help your own self? You see, if you're into this kind of puzzle, if you have problem like this, like such big problems, and you may lose 2 crore or 3 crores, it is not the case. You're not losing anything. If you are failing, then you are on the step of success. Believe me. Don't just stop working. You're not supposed to stop working. Okay. Number 3 is, you have to plan your content. My last 2 slides will be the best slides which I give. And in last 2 slides, you will get to know that what does it exactly mean, plan content. You see, this is a traditional outline. Like you start with everything, you start with myself, you start, everything you talk about. But we are not going into traditional way now. It's been so far. I am going to give you some real life examples, some real life scenarios, that how exactly can you, apply those concepts on your regular life. So this is how it is. You see that public speaking workshop you have to give, and you have made your content, you have made your tricks, you have made, talked about fear and anxiety. You see, you need to allow your brain into non-linear motion. Like you think diversely, because every time the things never go in order, and it should not be the case that the things are not in order and you are confused. For example, you have prepared the slides and the projector is not working. So what will you do? Where is plan B? Or maybe the projector is working, but you had to show a video which was the major content, and the mic, the sound is not there. So will you be just become a laughing stock for other, or you will be going into the other way, or rather you will be putting into more emphasized way? Mostly it happens that you are not prepared and you have given the best of you. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying stay prepared into different notions and non-linear motion, so that you wheresoever you get stuck, it is not a problem for you. You can always come from some other way. Okay, this is one of the worst ones. Don't go for it. That you don't yourself don't know what's going on in that. So getting exposure for corporate brands using gifts and gimmicks and giveaways. So if I have to talk about it now, things to watch out for, I'll work on that first. First of all, I'll see into internet scams. I'll see into bait and switch. I'll see into rush fees. I'll see into shipping and charges. I'll see into setup charges. So I am basically planning whatever I have to go into. And if I fail to plan, I plan to fail. So I am planning first of all that where I have to go. Now we need to put it in order. Now we need to, always we have to start with why, that why am I here? Is it, well, like, am I required? Like, why I'm here? What do you hope to have by the end of the day? Like, tell your audience that after having this session, you will be able to become the best public speaker if I'm giving you this. So I'll be proving it throughout so that it is an interest. I'm developing an interest into my audience. That is what demanded first of all. Go on. Now you see easy breezy basic structure. Why, what, how, and then recap. Give a recapitulation easy and do give a recapitulation. Why? Because you see into a public speaking, it's not the case that everyone is well in time. And if everyone is not well in time, that means that most of you are missing what you have said in the beginning. And in the end, if you have to take their feedback without recapitulating all that, they won't be able to give a good feedback. They will, it is their mistake that they weren't well in time, but you will be penalized for that. So give a good recapitulation in the end. Tell them that what you had gone through. Number 4, understand the human brain. Most of us don't know that why are we speaking? What will be the outcome of that? So first, let's understand the human brain. See, there is right hemisphere as well as left hemisphere. Now, what left hemisphere does? It is analytical, it is logical, it is precise, it is repetitive, it is organized, it is detailed, it is scientific, it is detached, it is literal, and it is sequential. On the other hand side, the right hand one, it is creative, imaginative, general, intuitive, conceptual, big picture, heuristic, empathetic, not sympathetic, empathetic, figurative, and irregular. So these are the key elements of that. You should know that which corner are you, touching. Are you going for the left hand side or for the right hand side? If you are touching more onto one hand side, the other one is going to be turned off eventually. So your outcome won't be from there. Like your audience will be sleepy. Take a look now. Like this. You see, you had been trying to tell them in different way. Your audience is like, you see, they all are sleeping, and maybe that person has some problem. He cannot sleep, otherwise he could have slept as well. So what was the problem? Why, being public speaker, your audience should be interactive with you. Over here in this video, I cannot have good interaction with you. Otherwise, if you could have been in front of me, I could have spoken a lot with you. I could have interviewed you. I could have asked questions from you. I could have keep, cracking jokes. So different things could happen. So if you focus on logic, numbers, reasons, rationale, when you sell or speak, you are putting half your audience brain to sleep. The half that makes decision. So your audience has been, what happened actually, that your audience is slept because of that. And Seth Godin says, communication is the transfer of emotions. You transfer your emotions with them. It's not that you just keep saying. You interact. You don't speak, on them. You speak with them. You talk, personally with them. And they get to know that this person is here to make some change in us. It's not that he's just wasting our time. People are best judges. Don't play with them. Number 5, get into your audience right brain. You see, what you have to do for that, you need to tell stories, metaphors. I have made a video on these figures of speech as well. You may, I'll be giving a link. Humor, analogies, and visuals, they will keep, awake. And you keep asking questions from them. So they will come to know that, okay, he can point out towards us. They will be activated throughout. And, try to put some games into your talk. Maybe you're doing some activity, which is not that relevant, but that's just mind-boggling thing that they are just awake with you. Example, survival of the fittest, blah, 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 long explanation. You can do that as well, but don't give such a long explanation that even they say that he is just here to have fun with us or the stories with us. Rather, your underpinning should be, properly dealt, and they should get to know the content which you have to exactly share with them. Can you outrun a bear? No, but I think I can outrun you, right? It's just for fun. So Google image search, like you see that in this presentation, you will find plenty of pictures. It's not that I have given you a common way of, using of this PowerPoint presentation, and I'm, over enjambled and kind of overpopulated slides. I'm just writing single one line so that the lesser the better, and I'm speaking more on you. It's not only that I'm reading, rather I'm, making you understand. Simple way, go to the outlines, go for the images and find one. And then you go to YouTube search as well. You will find plenty of data over there as well. Public speaking, for example, you will find different people, and you need to look at them, and then you have to prepare the way they had been preparing. Their best speakers you will find, and then interact. Confucius say, I hear, I forget. I see, I remember, and I do and I understand. It's not that you hear and you say that that's fine. You're hearing me, you will forget me. You will see me, you may remember me, but if you won't apply the knowledge, if you see, you won't do it, you won't understand it, what I'm trying to say exactly. So you need to, put your 100% into your application, not only comprehension, not only listening. That's how it should have gone. And watch your audience, by the way. If your audience looks like this, horrible, you see. But the problem is that there are people you need to, if you're looking your audience like them, that they're monsters, or maybe they're ready to, catch you or eat you or bite you, you are not going on the right track. Consider your audience a flowery one. Take it like daffodils into a meadow somewhere, and you're just talking to them, and they're, flying, flying in a way that they're dancing, and you are just happy with them. Take them. Don't take your audience like these people. They are innocent people. Whatsoever you will teach, they will apply. So do teach them effective things. Your content matters a lot. You see, you should have interaction. You should have question answers. You see, use popular references people connect with. Star Trek is a personal favorite, for example. Like, you should put the things. For example, if you're in Pakistan, then people mostly like the comedy of Bulbule. If you're in India, then they like the comedy of Kapil Sharma or something. So if you're putting something like that, your audience will laugh. Laughter is basically F5 for your speech. F5 is basically to refresh. So they will get refreshed. If you're not giving a glass of fresh shake or something, give them some kind of, humor or something. A tip can be that if you're driving and you're sleepy, it's better to watch a clip of 3-4 minutes of funny or comedy or a humor scene. So you see that that will go away. You won't be sleepy any further. Interview your audience. Talk to your audience. Talk them. Ask them. Ask them in a way. Ask them in a proper way that like about themselves. Keep interacting with your audience. If you will stop interacting with your audience, it means that the audience will sleep eventually. You don't have to stop interacting with your audience. Just keep asking them. Just tidbit. For example, you have shown something and you ask them, have you done that? It will be so basic. Try to shuffle your audience and try to make it in a way that the eye contact is with all of them. How can it be there? For example, if the right hand side there are more people sitting, and on the left hand side less people are sitting, it is so natural that you will be more tend towards the right hand side people. The left hand side people will be kind of under shadow. So it won't be good for you. It's better to ask the people who are sitting at the back to join the left hand side people, so that they're balanced and you're looking on the both people equally, and you are interacting with them. And on PowerPoint, you see there is a problem. We make the PowerPoint so old. Take a look. PowerPoint slides are like children. No matter how ugly they are, you will think they are beautiful if they are yours. So it is, you see, you feel better. You have to wear the glasses and shoe of the other person, that how do they will feel about it. Will they be only waiting for the thank you slide, or they will be more interesting that, okay, the next slide will be the better than the previous one. Take a look now. You see down there on the left pedestal, you will find the date. It says that October, maybe October 19, 1863. Are you making slides like this still? If you are, then you're not a good public speaker again. Like you are, you see, what are you doing? Review of key objects and critical success factors, and you have put something like that. Don't go into this trap. Or maybe you have put this much data into that where people are least interested to go into. Or such thing like that, that he had been talking about the windows and all. It was suitable once, but not now. So really bad PowerPoint. And how to avoid it? Delivery. Tell more. As compared to read more, you need to tell your audience more that, yes, I know, and you are sympathetic. Rather, the next level, you're empathetic with them. You are showing your empathy with them. Yeah, your problems are my problems. So I can help you out in that. Are you this one who's reading a lot into presentation? You're not a good one then. Avoid this one as well. Like you're just so terrible. Sometimes even there in reading, you make mistakes as well. You don't, go for the mechanics properly. So what's happening eventually? Your audience is, there is no eye contact with you. Your audience is getting disturbed and bored and they're going away. So make eye contact with the audience. Have one-to-one eye contact with the audience, with everyone. Engage your audience. This is the key. They will be listening to you carefully if you're engaging your audience. And you see, passion trumps perfection. Passion trumps perfection. If you're passionate about something, do it. If you aren't, don't just waste your time to become a good YouTuber and you're just making the, the videos which you yourself don't like, and you just for the views, you create a hype, you give kind of negative captions onto that, which is not actually into the content, and you're just playing with the people. People will start disliking you. Have passionate, which will lead you towards perfection. And then mirror neurons. You see, you have to do some activity so that the person is involved into that. Otherwise, you will be like this. So microphones are good. What does that mean? You need to tell me why I said microphones are good. Look like $1,000,000. For example, whatever you're doing, your personality basically should tell that exactly that these are the qualities in you as well. Okay, it's not that you are telling about the disadvantages of smoking and you're smoking yourself. How will that be impactful? Or you're teaching the people or letting know the people that how to become millionaire and you are wearing something which a common street boy wears. Will the people, will be people happy on you? By the way, don't judge me. I'm the way I am. So your brand is most readily conveyed by what you wear. If you want to become the good public speaker and you yourself can't speak well, then how would you let other people to become good public speakers? So that's what I mean to say by brand here. Can be this one as well, not bad. But if you could justify that what you are wearing, is it best fit to the setup or to the area where you have gone to? And remember, not everyone needs to love your brand. Brand means need to love your speech here. It's not that everyone will like you. There will be people who will be doing some wrong, disrespectful things. If people have started making some disrespectful material for you, you have become successful then. It's fine then. Be happy with that. I am a teacher by profession, and sometimes I make such videos in which my students make memes. I become happy that day, and my students ask me, sir, the one has made the meme for you, and I personally say thank you to him. And I say them, it's good that you have done it for me. It means you're making me. You mean that I actually mean to people. Now people would be laughing that if you have made such things. So I am becoming more kind of what should I say, popular in the people. Okay, so inflection. Use your whole body. I'm sitting here, I cannot move around like that the way I can on the floor, onto the kind of in front of the people, onto the stage. But you need to use your whole body. You see, practice some material. You see, like I was saying, this is how I was saying, 1 2 3. Your personal, you see, your personal gestures should be highlighted. It's not that you're pointing with the fingers. Point with your whole body. Keep awaking the people throughout with you, and practice some gesture. And one more thing I have seen, that people, instead for the fillers, they used to say, I haven't thought about it. Well, like, this is so common now. Go for something else. Try pausing. If you are not getting something, don't give such connectors. Pause. Rhetorical question should be there. Dramatical pause. You see, dramatic pause. If I am, kind of mixing some content, or I'm forgetting some content, I'm willfully making such scenarios in which people may feel like, okay, he's creating drama over here. Maybe inside me, I'm burning, I forgot. And whatsoever going inside you, that's what you know. They don't know whatsoever going on. So let them, stay confused about your personality and keep speaking to them, and drop altogether if you are mistaken somewhere. And, stay relaxed with that. Feel free. Good public speakers are not those who are not making any mistakes in front of the audience. They are those who are making mistakes and who are coming the other way and, correcting the hole with them. And people are not getting exactly what happened in the back. And they're happy with what you have made, by the way. They will appreciate further. Only just, really, in my opinion, sort of, kind of, apparently, I'm not an expert, but I may not be qualified, but maybe, I guess. Don't do this. Instead, give them application that you will find it well. Give them some links. For example, if you want to improve your vocabulary and your tenses and your preposition usage, then go for Johnny Grammar. It is good for a practice like this. Tricks. Interview your audience, as I said already. Without Socrates, we wouldn't have the Socratic method, the greatest way of teaching things known to man. Like, you know it. It's not the machines which can do better than that. You see, you actually should have the capabilities to let yourself know that only I can do this in front of the people. No one is there who's, judging or misjudging me. And then ask questions. Do ask questions to me too, if you have any, and leave in the comment box down there. Practice over the phone first. It will help a lot. Find best of your friends and tell him that, okay, I'm going to, I have a seminar, I'm going to speak publicly, or maybe there's a presentation, or maybe you record your own self and you listen to your own self, that how do you actually sound. Your recording won't be the same, you will be in front of the people, but it will give you confidence that yes, you have gone through the whole of it once, and now you are prepared to do it. Once you feel inside confident, then the people feel that outer confidence on your face. Practice these people, TED Talks, find them. They're the best speakers. They have the good knowledge about their subject. And then mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the best presenter of them all? So keep practicing in front of mirror. It will help you a lot. For example, I'm looking into the camera here and I'm looking at myself and I see wherever I feel my code is not well or something, I do it well. If I'm, far from you, I make myself proper. If my watch is not there properly, my ring is not here or something, I am actually trying to, keep progressing in that way. That is your practice session. Keep practicing it. You see that there is no substitute of practice. There is no substitute of hard work. Keep going for that. And then film yourself. This is the best confidence. You see, the actors and the actresses, they are basically the best confident people. They're there wherever they are, and they're doing it in front of cameras, and they're least interested about the opinions of the people. Practice, practice, and practice, and practice makes a man. And then exercise that definitely, and then you will become a public speaker, an intensive one. And you see, like, you feel so free. You just need a mic and an audience, and you are just like fish in the water. You're diving, you are enjoying, like you're doing whatsoever you have to do, and no one is there to challenge and question you. So that's what I had to say to you. And in the beginning, I said one more thing, and that was the thing: if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So plan well, prepare well, practice well, and then propagate, and then display, then elucidate, express, go on to the people. No one is there to stop you. No one can stop you. So far, you stop yourself, okay? Tell your brain that I am the person who can do all this. There is no one to question. If they're questioning, then I know how to answer them. Feel free in that, okay? Your appearance may be different, but your words, that matters. Thank you so very much for patient hearing. I'll see you with coming back. I'll see you with some other content, inshallah, some other time. Thank you so very much for your time. Bye-bye.